Hey y'all, I missed y'all. Welcome back. As you hear, I'm still like just a tad bit. Can't really, I don't fully have my voice back, but I feel a whole lot better. So, and I've been working on these turtle flippers uh, for a little while now, since around this, since I think since it's been off and on for a little while now. I can't even remember when I started. I wanted to say before Christmas, but I didn't get the yarn till like after Christmas. So I want to say I probably just been working on it. I just been like mustering up the energy. I just didn't. Yeah, I remember now because at first I felt like I had acid reflux. So this was like a couple days before the New Year's. I got this, so I started working on it, and yeah, so I didn't actually start feeling sick until like couple of days. Like I don't know, it's all been a blur. Whatever. Either way, I've been working on this turtle. I got the head done. Now I'm working on the flippers, and I'm working on the smaller flippers. I got the two largest flippers done. So I'm just letting y'all see how I play around with um, 25 a 25 millimeter hook, and really I could do this with my fingers, but I feel like if I do it with the I'm trying to get this to stop moving. If I do this with the hook, I feel like it's more consistent stitching than my fingers, so that's the reason why I use the hook instead. Trying to get it to go through here. Usually it go through the second one, and I struggle to get it through the first one. So let me just do this real quick. I normally don't struggle with this part. Let me turn it a little bit. And I was like, after today, because this is bothering my spine, I will not be doing any more of turtle plushies this way. I might try to finger crochet it maybe, but yeah, this is this has had me sweating and everything. So I might want to like, I think I've been like overdoing something, but I don't remember. Hi, pencils. I think I might have messed up the stitches just a little when doing this, because I think I might have went into those stitches over here more than once, but I hope I didn't. I'm making turtle flippers. I'm working on a really big turtle and trying to finish the flippers. Tomorrow I'll be working on the body part because I already did the head, and I'm worried that the head is like too big, and this is already making me hot. This is a workout. Awesome. I bet it's just the cutest seal. A seal is on my list because I got an animal book that I want to use, and a seal is in the book. So I was like, yeah, I'm a big nature person, so I love making animals. And my turtle, a turtle is like my favorite thing. I love turtles. I almost want to get one because they live so long. I've been following this turtle Facebook page, and they were like, this turtle is like 50 years old, and yeah, so it had never had a baby or something. They introduced it to a baby and all that stuff. So I just been into turtles, which I've always been into turtles, but I'm just sitting up watching videos lately. Thinner yarn. This is I won't be doing this again. Mm-mm. I was I like it once it's finished. Oh, awesome! You like Fox and Seal. I like it once it's finished, but it's a lot of work. So I'd rather be working with thicker burlap blanket yarn than this extra thick yarn. So I don't think burlap blanket really I can't really remember if they make it like I just essentially I know I don't like working with this yarn that I have to use 25 millimeter hook. Now, if it was like extra thick and I had to use like maybe a 15 or or a 10 or something like that, that'd be fine. But I this is a workout. Although you could finger knit this, but I mean finger crochet this, but I just feel if I finger crochet it, it'll be too inconsistent. So yeah. Yep, exactly. It sure is. It does take forever. And I have arthritis in my spine, so I don't need to be like doing this anymore. So this is like my last turtle, like with this size yarn. I've done this once before, but at the time I wasn't as far advanced in my condition as I am now. So I need to like hang this up. This look like something you play with in the bedroom. Thanks so much for the likes, y'all. Well, I hope some whoever gets it, cause when I made my first turtle, this is the reason why I really wanted to make it again. Like it left quickly, so I didn't even have it that long once I made it. So I know somebody will enjoy it. I'm gonna use why you haven't done it breakfast. Thank you. Hi, Aku. Um, I forgot what I was about to say. Um, I don't know. I forgot what I was about to say. It'll be all right. It'll come to me. Thank you, Mariah. Oh, it didn't bother me. I hope somebody enjoy it. The person that got it for me the first time, it was an older lady. So I'm a big kid at heart. So that's why it don't bother me at all. I'm such a big kid. Oh, okay. That's how I was when I was looking into crochet. It took me a while to, and I kept asking people like 50 different times, which is easier. Knit a crochet, nobody would answer me, but now I understand why. Because some people were saying something is harder to learn, and yeah, I enjoy it. Right now, I'm not so much enjoying this, and this is gonna be like the last time I do it. But I like the way it looks afterwards. But as far as crochet in general, I love crochet in general. I made turtles. I've made teddy bears, dogs. I made a realistic dog and like a cartoony dog. I just say I made a pit bull and then I made like a Blues Clues type dog. And then um, I made Bluey, an elephant. I'm trying to think as I'm trying to get this in here. Um, a panda. I really enjoy making the panda. This act like it don't want to go in there. I'm gonna push it down on the table. Why don't you want to go? Ooh. Thank you, breakfast. It didn't want to go in there, y'all. I am fighting with this. Um, I probably should have just pulled it through my finger. That's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull it back out, and I'm just gonna avoid that and see if I can get it back through here. Pull it out one at a. Ooh, let's see what I did here. Okay, hold on. It might be stuck, and I don't want to push it all the way through. And I probably can't push it all the way through. Why is this stitch so tight? Okay, let's pull it back out of there. Because it's not going to hurt anything if I just pull it back out and redo it. Okay, breakfast. I didn't want it wouldn't go that way. That's why I had to pull it back out this way because it's thinner on this end. This is thicker than this, and so because once it get over this, it just slides off. But I would have had to like force it all the way through. So I'm not gonna worry about that. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna put my finger through it and push it through there and take care of it that way. I don't want to even try to force that it through there again. So let me tighten it up. All right. And now I want to get this little piece right here. Now this part, I'm just going to pull it up a little and not take the crochet hook through there like that. I just pulled up one side of it. And I'm just going to take my fingers through here again. So I was about to take it through there. And chain one. All right. So I got that one done. I'm not going to pull it. Well, just go ahead and pull it through so I can get my new skein. I don't know. The first one I just named Shelly. Yes, they make hooks this big. Yes, yes, yes. I think I got it from Hobby Lobby, if I'm not mistaken. Let me get my other one. My new skein. I think I got it from Hobby Lobby. Hey, Sifting some soul. Hey, Letty. Let's not pull it through there because that's hanging on the outside. Set that right there. Now, I do struggle with starting the ring with this yarn because I wrap it around my whole hand and try to get it through. And you have to have enough space for it to go back. I want that a little loose there. Take that under there. And this is a little tight this time. Hopefully it'll be fine. All right. So that wasn't really the hard part. The hard part is when I start to want to make single crochets in the middle, and I'm trying to leave enough tail so that I could crochet over it. And I'm gonna. That's what I was gonna say earlier. I'm gonna do a pastel turtle. So pastel can be like um, gender neutral. So I just haven't decided what colors I want to use yet. I do have some yellow, I have a green, and I have a teal. I think I have a light pink. So if I don't have enough yarn, I'll probably end up using like all three colors. So then it'll probably be like, more like a girl turtle. This is where it starts to get frustrating because his tail is getting a little shorter. I wish I would have pulled this a little bit tighter, but as soon as you pull it a little tighter, it starts to act up. So I didn't really want to pull it tighter. Yeah, that's fine, pencil. Hi, Destiny. Yes, I have done market, and so if I'll probably be taking this to market this year. That's how I sold the other one. I sold it at a market. 2, 4, 5, and then my fingers are starting to get clamped in there, trying to have them hang out in the circle. So there's 6, and then I gotta do 7, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, yeah. Like I've been doing markets for maybe 3 years. Inconsistently though. I really didn't do but 2. I'm worried that this is about to break, so that's why I'm like, yep. And there it did. It did break. All right, so let's see. That's why I didn't pull it tight. I mean, pull it like I tried to leave this loop loose so it wouldn't do that, but it ended up doing it anyway. Let's see if I could get it to do it again. Yeah, I need. All right, so what's gonna happen? What I was complaining about earlier, I had to like get it to this point. Like when I get it this small, it's not as difficult to close the circle, but it's harder for me to get the hook through there. So now I gotta use my fingers to pull it through and create the last of my loops. So we're gonna do a little half finger crochet, half hook. So just as long as it's over the tail, I'm gonna pull that a little tight, and that's 2, 4, 5. So I just need to make 2 more. Now I gotta squeeze it through here. Now I might need to Fluffy Evie. I like Evie, and I think I was thinking of Sandy earlier when we were talking. So yes, I think I'm gonna grab this because it's a little tight for my finger. So I'm gonna grab this hook and pull it through here. I shouldn't have to really pull it that close once I get this done. Because this is 6, and I gotta do one more. 2, 4, 6, and let's do one more. And remember that that is not part of anything. That's just extra that I accidentally made. Um, I mostly loom knit, but I can knit on the needles. But like I'm like a beginner. I'm like a very basic needle knitter. And thank y'all for the likes. And I'm like a advanced loom knitter. All right, we got our 7, and then I need to pull this closed. And I am so hot. Let me pull this out so I can quit banging up against the table. I'm gonna throw that in the head. It's extra fluff. No, I've never done the star blanket. Please don't break. Please on me. Yay, you didn't break on me. All right, 2, 4, 6, 7. So this is gonna. I'm gonna ignore that. Ignore that. That's there. Because I accidentally did that, and I'm gonna leave it because it's not hurting anything. All right, so I'm gonna pull this a little tighter. I want ice cream too. I shouldn't have it because my voice is gone right now, but I do want some ice cream. Come on, it's always the beginning. Why am I doing? Why is it doing it to me? All right. Okay, so I'm not a stitch marker person. So I do a slip stitch and join, and that's what I'm doing right now. Then I'm gonna chain one to start my row, and so now I'm gonna do my increases. Like I said, it's always the beginning for me. Then it just pops. Okay. Yeah, right, right. When I first started doing these, I was using stitch markers. Excuse me. I'm just really getting over a cold. But I was using stitch markers because I didn't know about the slip stitch and join. And so what I did was I used a clothespin to be the stitch marker. Yeah, I know it's easier with my fingers, but I'm very particular about my about things. And so the reason why I keep using the hook because I feel like my stitches will be more consistent than my fingers. So that's the reason why I'm not using my fingers. I'm using a 25 millimeter. I gotta remember to put an extra. Um, and I have used my fingers at times when I can't get the hook in there, but I don't want to use my fingers like consistently. I get it. I might have to end up going to work tomorrow. I never know. I get called in like the morning of, and I rush to do my kids' hair because I've been sick the whole time, and so um, I couldn't get their hair done, so I ended up doing their hair like today and yesterday. takes me 2 hours to do their hair. Plus, I also I don't have a lot of this yarn, and so I'm just trying to use the hook to make sure that I'm, you know, I don't know, about as efficient as I can. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and this is 14. Okay, pencil. All right, so that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Just making sure. Yes, yes, I can. I do make headbands. I haven't made it as often as others, but I'm like I probably need to do that more and actually wear some. Yeah, I'm not gonna work my way into that one. I'm gonna pull it through there. Slip stitch and yarn. Since I didn't get it through there initially, I'm not gonna take my finger through there. That's one double. Okay, okay, lady. Okay, this one double, and I need some more yarn loose. And because it's because I'm like fighting with it, I always forget the pattern, like where I'm at on the stitch. So I always have to go back and double check, like, am I supposed to do a double here or just a single stitch? Because I have ADHD, so it's like, you know, constant fight with it, and so I gotta remember. So that's one, double, one, put two here, put two in this one. One, and I have gotten lost about where the start was. So sometimes they all look the same, but this is where I started right here, and this is the first stitch. One double, one double, one double. Excuse me. Okay. One, come on, double. Welcome back. If I would say double trouble, that would help me out more because I'm used to saying double trouble, and so I know if I didn't say the trouble part, I'd be in trouble. Because right here, that's why I'm not gonna need it. Usually, when I do two double, that's when I have to do the double trouble stitching. I probably should just be saying it here. One, and I'm gonna say double trouble, so that way, if I don't finish if I don't say trouble part, I know I didn't do it. Hi, I'm sorry, I can't see what you're saying. Uh, see double. But I'm working on turtle flippers, and this is crochet, and this is a 25 millimeter crochet hook. No, not really. I've heard some songs, but not really. One, double trouble, double, double trouble. Okay, one, double trouble, double trouble. No, I got after this one, I'll be done with all of them. This is my second smaller fin. This one curving up more than the other ones did though. I got this one. This is a smaller one, and I got this one. So these are the two bigger ones, and that's the other smaller one right here. So, whew, tired. Thanks so much for the likes. Now after this one, I got like the body to do, and that's gonna be something else. Let me make sure my stitches are right because I'm thinking this is the first stitch. I gotta make sure because this looking like the first stitch. So one double trouble, one double trouble, one double trouble, trouble, one trouble, trouble, one double trouble, one. So this is the first stitch. This is that extra stitch. This is the first stitch. Thank you, pencils. All right, so this one is to increase. Ooh, I'm tired. All right, 1, 2, increase. So double trouble, double. Hi, K-pop. Double trouble. Turtle fins. So I'm making like a really big turtle. And y'all, the head is so big. I'm a little nervous that I might have to do the head over. I'm trying not to think about that right now. I think that was one double trouble, one two double trouble. One. I remember saying something about double trouble, so I think that was right. One, two. Yes, yes. I'm gonna stuff the head. One, two, double trouble. And the crazy thing is, I just bought fiber, and I think it's gonna be, well, not a lot of it's gonna be used in this turtle, but it's gonna be used about half of it, or a third of it's gonna be used in this turtle. So that was one, two. I'm pretty sure. Said one, two, double trouble, one, two. Not it. Double trouble. One, two. Right, Sophia. Double trouble. Double trouble. One. Right. Two. Double. treble. Hi, Malty. I think I said treble. All right. Whew. One. Thank you, Ray. One, two. I'm making a turtle. I'm making the fins for the big turtle I'm making. Okay, I need to loosen that up a little bit more. Double trouble. Double trouble. Ooh. One, two, double trouble. One, two, double trouble. Okay, so we are where we're supposed to be. I'm making a turtle, and these are the I'm making the fins tonight. I'm surprised I'm almost done with this fin. One, two. This is that was one. This is two. And I might have to pull up the video on mute so I can figure out how many to put in the magic circle for the body. Or I might be making a tail next. I think I'm gonna skip the tail because that's gonna it really is. It really is. It's really nice and soft. I think I'm gonna skip the tail on live because the tail is like working a cone, and I know it's gonna be that's gonna annoy me. So I don't know if I want to work the tail on live. It's a 25, so I'm not gonna even tell a story to y'all that I'm gonna try and work the tail on live. I'm gonna avoid the tail. Okay, pencils. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. Oh, that was one. I think that was one. This is two. The good thing about I can point out with this yarn, the nice thing about it is when you don't when you accidentally underfill your push or whatever you're making, you can always put because your it actually fits your fingers through the holes. You can't really tell, when it's full, but when it's closed and you feel like you've underfilled, you can stuff more fiber into it. So I did like that aspect because this hook is bigger than my finger, so it's easier to like try to fill it up more if you underfill your pushy. But good thing this is like these are I will only have to do that with the head and the body because these don't need fiber. All right, so that is that row. I got one more row to do. I think this is my first stitch, and I'm just gonna double check and make sure this is my first stitch. So it's two double trouble, 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 two double trouble. Yes, this is my first stitch here. So we're going to slip stitch and join. Let's not do that again. Let's just take your finger in there and do it like you've been doing. That's one thing with crochet. With crochet, if I'm struggling, I'm going to do a lot of talking. Yeah, I'm gonna do a lot of talking to myself. So I can't last live. What did I make the last live? I made something last live and I was just really talking. And I can't remember what it was. Sometimes this happens too, where I get to this point and it doesn't want to slip stitch nice for me, so I just pull it over there. Okay, one more row. I have to say that because sometimes I forget and I'll start back going like nobody's business. So, all right. Thank you, pencils. That's one. And you have a good rest of your night. I hope you have a good day tomorrow. Two, three. Hi, Bailey. Three. Come on, three. Okay, one, two, three. I need some more loose yarn. One, two, three. Remember, three, 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 three. Double trouble. Double. I knew that was going to be tight. And it still is tight, kind of. Double trouble. One, ooh, two, three. Okay, double trouble. Double trouble. That happens from time to time where I actually make it through two stitches in once. I need to wipe my sweat off. Give me a second, y'all. I'm sweating hard, and I need to wipe my sweat off a little. Some saying cut the heat off, but I don't want to actually take that risk of cutting the heat off. So, okay, I think that was one, two, three, double trouble. One, two, three, double trouble. One, two, three, double trouble. Okay, one. Wait, I confused myself. Double trouble. Yeah, I was right. One, two, three. I was thinking about me counting and saying, "Oh, that was smart," and then I distracted myself. So that's why I was like, "Wait, I confused myself." Okay, this is three. Now double trouble. Mm, mhm, mhm. I forgot to say double trouble. You have to say it out loud. The reason why I didn't say it because I went to thinking about what colors I'm going to use next. So I need to say one and make sure that I didn't go into the same space because that felt like the same space. Two, three. I can't think it because if I don't say it out loud, I can't remember hearing myself say it. So, and if I think it, I'm like, even if I thought it, don't mean I heard it. All right, double trouble. Double. Supposed to say double by itself. Trouble. Now, rumor has it is stuck in my head just because you heard it. One, two, three. And one, two, three. Double trouble. Double trouble. Remember this. Double trouble. So I'm trying to make a count real quick. One, two, three. Double trouble. One, two, three. Double trouble. Just making sure I have the right remaining stitches without having to go all the way back and say, you know, one, two, three, double trouble so many times. So double trouble. Okay. One, come on. One, two, three. I decided to use, I think I have yellow. So I decided to use blue, green, and yellow. And I've lost myself. I think that was three. So I'm going to use blue, green, and yellow. Thanks so much for the likes. I appreciate it. So this should be double trouble. So this should be a stitch spot. That's a stitch spot. Double for the shell. Blue, green, and yellow. And I was thinking, I wanted to do something different and do brown eyes, but part of me is saying do speckled or um, I guess that's what you would call it, speckled eyes that are like uh, maybe blue and yellow or green and yellow. I don't know. Hi, hi, Sana. So either that or do all brown eyes. I haven't decided yet on the eyes because I want them to be like different than what I normally do. I usually do like a black eye, and that's about it. But since this is like beige yarn or khaki yarn, whatever, I want to use brown eyes or just mimic the shell colors and do black with blue and yellow as the white part or green and yellow as the white part. I don't know yet. I can talk more now because I know what I should end up with, and I already counted these out. So I just have to remember to put the stitches in there right. Thank you, Sona. All right, so this is double trouble. All right, so that is the end of this um this flipper. And like I said, I'm not gonna make the tail on live because I know that's gonna agitate me the most because I know the tail is gonna be like this, and it's really hard to do cone shape when I'm already struggling to do like regular stitches. So I don't want to make me even annoyed. Thank you, Sana. I don't want to make myself even more annoyed by trying to attempt cone shape on live. So I'm just gonna go straight. I'm gonna skip the tail for right now, and then go straight into the shell part because I know it should, work about like this. I got this. I actually got this from TikTok, but Michaels may sell it because I know Joann's used to sell it, and they took over some of Joann's inventory. But Joann's was really expensive. Their yarn like this was like, and no, Hobby Lobby may have this because I got this hook from Hobby Lobby, if I'm not mistaken. But hi Lily Beth and Gloria. But Joann's was like $25 a skein, and I got this one for like 35. I don't remember the shipping and handling, but I got this for like 35 for like 8 skeins. But Joanne, two of these was one of Joann's, if I'm not mistaken. But still, Joann's was like $25, and their skein was like heavier and a little bit thicker than this. And that's why I was like, I would never do that again. I tried it once and oh, never mind. Walmart. Walmart has this yarn. I totally forgot about Walmart. Cause I went to Walmart one time and got some that looked like it had like the little silver thread in it. So like it looked glitter ish. So Walmart has this yarn too. Let me count my stitches real quick so I can make sure. I probably need to drink some water. That'll probably help. So Walmart has this in their brand of yarn and mainstays, and Hobby Lobby has this yarn. And this is a 25 millimeter hook from Hobby Lobby. I don't remember. Thanks so much for the likes. I don't remember Walmart having this because I remember looking everywhere for this hook, and I was only able to find it in one craft store. Thank you, Lima. I mean, hi, Lima. But when I looked, I was trying to tag stores before I went live, and the only stores that popped up were because I don't think Hobby Lobby is in the stores of YouTube yet, and on their shopping experience yet. So the only thing popped up was Etsy. So I'm thinking it's Hobby Lobby is where I got this from because I looked all in Michael's, and when Joann's was still here, I looked all in Joann's and I looked in Walmart. So I looked everywhere before I could find it. Let me see. And they might have it on Amazon too. I wouldn't be surprised, but I just I don't know. I don't know why I didn't look on Amazon during that time, but I was all over the place looking for this hook. It's 1 2 3 double trouble. 1 2 3 double trouble. 1 2 3 double trouble. 1 2 3 trouble. 1 2 3 double trouble. 1 2 3 double trouble. 1 2 3 double trouble. Okay. So now it's time to fold it in half. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit wordy because I have ADHD, so I'll just like ramble on about it, but you'll get your answer, but I'll like give an explanation about it. So that's kind of how it normally works on here. It's like the answer, please. Hi, Frida. Because I try to keep people from wasting their time, like looking so many places. But I got this hook about 2 or 3 years ago. So, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Amazon has one now. I was about to get ready and start. No, I'm supposed to go in there. I am supposed to go in there. Yes, yes, a fellow crocheter. All right, so let's close this up. This is the part where I have to start. I may have to use my fingers in certain places because it starts to want to be naughty. And let's see, I went in there. Awesome. I hope you enjoy making it because it makes you sweat. Thank you, Sana. Yes, this required a magic circle. Yep. And when and I'm not gonna tell a story, it it's difficult starting a magic circle with this extra thick yarn. It's gonna make you work for it. I'm making a turtle. Yeah, like to this yarn, like it makes you work for it all. I was like, what was I thinking? I should have just made a blanket. Cause I got like, I had 8 skeins of this color, and then I got a lot of pastel colors. But I just wanted to like make one more turtle before I hang this up. Cause I was like, I don't know if I want to like do this work with this this hook again. Like because I'm thinking about like just finger crochet or finger knit this thick yarn next time I do something like this because it makes you work like really hard. So I was like, I want to make turtle for my big bang, my going out party for hanging this crochet hook up because this is like maybe the third or fourth time I've used it, and it might not be as bad for a blanket, but I don't know. I don't, like I keep debating on thinking about it. So I'm like, yeah. So I was like, I probably should just finger crochet like a blanket. I got these pretty pastel colors that I've been hanging on to for over a year, and I was like, no, it's just gonna make the turtle because I think the turtle will be just even more awesome than the blanket. Even though the blanket would have been really nice too. It would have been like that first chunky blanket I've ever made, but I just really wanted to make the turtle. I'm sorry, I can't see what you're saying, Sana. Yeah, so I'm really excited. I got overjoyed by it. because I didn't have to pay for this yarn. I'm gonna be honest. And the company sent me 8 skeins, and I was like, yes, now I could use those other 4 or 5 skeins that I bought to to make a big turtle. Why you say you're struggling with the increase and decrease? Hi, Georgina. So I know, especially with my short attention span, I struggle with like the increases and decreases as well because it's like, okay, well, I can show you how to do a decrease if that what you would want me to show you real quick. I have to get some other yarn though to show you. I want to use like something. Yeah, that's fine. It's no problem. I get some try to find some blanket yarn. So no, it's probably better if I show you with. I'm gonna double up some number 4 yarn. That's what I'm gonna do. Let me get a solid color. See what I got here. No, this will work. This is thicker. This is thick enough. So this will work. Let me get. I'll just have to work up something really quick. It shouldn't take me that long to work up something. Work up something, and if it will come out nicely. That's all you got to do. It's come out this game nice. All right. Let's see. Where did I pull it wrong? That's all you had to do was come out this game nice, but you didn't. Oh, no problem. So I'm gonna work this up real quick. I might end up keeping it and making a hat, or I don't know. All right, so I'm gonna make my magic circle real quick, and I'm gonna work my increases up to the point where I'm just gonna make a ball. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, no, 5, 6. The reason why I said no because it's catching. Um, it's splitting yarn. 6, 7. I think that was 7. This is 8. See, 2, 4, 6, 8. Gonna close that. I'm gonna work my increases real quick. It's always the start for me. Every time I start, it's a little difficult. Pull it in a little bit closer. Do a slip stitch and join. Ooh, this yarn don't have any give. All right, slip stitch and join, chain 1. I think I chose the wrong yarn. Let me um let me choose a different yarn because I don't like this one. I don't like that one. Use that for something else. Here goes some yarn. I'm just gonna have to cut it. Let me see where I know this one's gonna work nice. So I gotta find out what I did with my scissors. There they are. All right. I was working on another project. I stopped working on it anyway. I was gonna Hi Blanca. Hi, A. That's only because I've been doing it for a minute, and I've done a lot of complex um things, so that's only the real reason why. I made so many magic circles. It's ridiculous. All right, that's one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. And I'm doing eight because I prefer making stuff with eight stitches in the magic circle, so it comes out better that way. All right. See, this yarn is way better than that yarn, so it had something to do with the type of yarn it was. All right. So one, two. That means I'm doubling. I'm putting two stitches in each space. Two stitches in each space. What did I just do? One, two. Sometimes I gotta catch myself. Hi, Florence. One, two. Yeah, two single crochet in each stitch. So basically, whatever, there's always a pattern. Hey, Yorkshire. I hope you're having a good morning. Whatever you do, if you're working in a magic circle, and I'm not gonna worry about this, my space is opening up. So whatever you do, there's a pattern to each row. So when you do like the first row is just single crochet. When you do the second row, you increase. So there'll be two single crochets in each stitch, and then like the third row will be like one single crochet and then an increase, and then the next row would be like two single crochet and then an increase, and then the other one would be three and then an increase, so it keeps going on from there. So that's how you increase. You increase evenly so that it'll the circle will lay flat and will be like a even round circle. So you whatever you do to like, if you do like let's say you decided to make a cone, you would do like one in like after the first row you'll do one increase, and then you'll do a single row of crochet because you're trying to like slowly build it up instead of make it lay flat. Okay, yeah. After I get done, I teach the magic circle. But it's like everybody does it a different way. So I just hope you're okay with the way I learned. It was the easiest way that I could find the way to do it because I looked at a video, and when I looked at the video, I said magic circle for absolute beginners because I kept looking at other people do it, and I'm just like, this is not making sense. And so I was like, forget it. Let's search a magic circle for it. Like I don't know nothing. Just just show me like I'm slow. Okay? like I'm struggling to learn like forever. Just show me like I don't like this is my first day here on earth, okay? So that's what I looked up and I was like, for absolute. Don't say for beginners. Absolute beginners. Like I'm like such a beginner. I'm crawling. Hi, Juana. All right, so I'm slip stitching and joining. So on this row, this is my first row. So this is um single stitches, and this was like a whole increase row. So it was two stitches in each row. So now this next row, I'm going to do one single crochet and an increase. one increase. And some people struggle with keeping up with the count. So usually people like to count their stitches. I don't like counting because when I count I get confused. So I'd rather just state the pattern that goes in the row instead of counting how many stitches I'm supposed to have. And then I may go back after I finish the row and count the stitches and be like, okay, you know. But for me, long as I ended up on the double crochet at the end of the row, I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure my row is correct. So some people start with an increase and some people end with an increase. I always end with an increase because that's just what's more comfortable for me. It's easier for me to say one double than it is for me to say double one. So that confuses me, double one. So that's why I would rather say one double. Excuse me. All right, so that's one. And then the other thing is I have ADHD, so the two increased row confuses me. So I'll say two double trouble. So if I say one, two, double trouble, it's like, I'm going to say double for the first increase, first part of the increase, and trouble for the second part of the increase because I know I'm in trouble if I forget that second part. So that's what helps me remember the patterns too. So if I decide to, like right now, I'm gonna start saying it. So this is one stitch, and then I'm gonna say double trouble for this one. So I'm gonna say double trouble. That means I put two stitches in that space. So this is one stitch. Then I'm gonna say double trouble. Right. And then I'm gonna say one, and then I'm gonna say double trouble. Okay. And so now I'm moving to that row that confuses me the most. So I can't say 1 2 1 2 because I'm like, did I do the double? So I have to say 1 2 double trouble, 1 2 double trouble. So I'm gonna slip stitch and join here, and one. Thank y'all so much for the likes. This yarn starting to act up. Let me be careful. One, two, double trouble. So double trouble. And I can't think it. If I think it, I mess myself up too. Welcome back, pencil. One, two, double trouble. Double trouble. One, two, double trouble. I'm doing a demonstration. They asked me to do a demonstration. One, two, double trouble. One, two, double trouble. One, two, double trouble. Thank y'all so much for the likes. One, two, double trouble. One, two, and I'm getting to the end of my row. So as long as I make it to the end of my row with my double treble, I know that I've done all the stitches that I'm supposed to do. And as long as my circle remains flat, that also tells me that I'm doing right, because if I were to have like too many stitches here or too few, or accidentally did something where I got the pattern off, I wouldn't end up on double, or the circle would be more like this or something like that. So I know that I'm doing right because my circle is flat and I ended up on double trouble. So that's double trouble, double trouble. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here and I'm gonna start making my circle so that I can go ahead and get into the decreases. So I'm gonna close this up and I'm gonna do, if I were to continue, I would do three increase. If I was to want to make the circle bigger, then my next row would be three increase, and then four increase, and then five increase. So that's three single crochet increase, four single crochet increase, five single crochet increase, and so on. So if you want your circle to, you want your circle to be bigger, your ball to be bigger, you would just increase that way. Okay, so now I'm gonna do three rows of single crochet only so that I can get the no, I'm gonna do four or five because I'm trying to get it to where it will curve up some. Excuse me. So now I'm just gonna do one single crochet in every stitch, and I normally don't really count these either. I count every once in a while just to make sure that I have the same amount of stitches I'm supposed to have. So I'll count the first row, then I won't count like the next three rows. Then I count like the fourth row, just to make sure that I'm like, okay, because I'm almost pretty confident that I'll have the right amount of stitches because I've been doing this for a while. But if you don't, if you end up where you miss two stitches, let's say I crocheted this full row and I accidentally missed two stitches. What I'm going to do is add an increase at the beginning of the next round and an increase at the end of the next round. So whatever you do, or somewhere in the middle, whatever you do to one side of the circle, or you just want to even it out, just make sure that you know you kind of space it out so it's not very noticeable. But you can add or take away stitches if you feel like you accidentally forgot two stitches. I'm okay, Fatima, that's fine. So you can add or take away stitches if you accidentally forgot to, like, if you miss a stitch in a row. I do it all the time. I will not, if I'm doing magic circle, I will not frog a magic circle just for missing one or two stitches. Now, if I'm doing granny square, or I'm doing, yeah, granny square. Granny square is the only one where I'll be like, dang it, I missed the granny square, or I added too many here. I will frog it. But if I'm just doing single crochet um, stitches, I'm gonna just add. You too, Fatima. I'm just gonna add stitches here and there, so I'm not even gonna tell the story. If I miss it, I'm gonna catch it up. All right, let me see. Try to work these up real quick. I'm just doing single crochet, y'all. But you can watch the replay. Just watch it towards the end. So I'll be off in about 30 minutes. So the last about 30 minutes of the live, you can watch the replay of me doing the decrease, and I'm gonna explain it just as if you were here. So I'm gonna finish it because I know because you asked for it. So this is my second row of single crochet, and if you notice, since I'm doing single crochet, this is starting to turn into like a ball. So that's what you want when you do the single crochet. You want it to start curving up some. And this side is my right side, and this side is my wrong side. That's why I put the tail on that side. Yeah, I might end up making a plushie with this yarn. I keep going. I'm getting some ideas. And I probably might just stop at third row so I can go ahead and have this done because I only got about 30 minutes on live. Excuse me. And I'm gonna do one more row of single crochet, and then I'm gonna do the magic circle like I said I would. Okay, so after this row we're gonna do decrease, and I'm just gonna show 2 rows of decreasing. That's what I should do with this yarn in the first place. Look like I didn't know what to do with this yarn, and now I'm getting ideas. So it looks like I could have made like a bear with it or something. It feels like number 4 weight yarn anyway, and I've been using a lot of 4 weight yarn in in my projects, but I know this is wool. This is not acrylic. And I'm gonna hold my hand up closer to the camera so that y'all can see me do the decreases. And then when I do the magic circle, I hold my hand up closer to the camera as well. Then I'm gonna count real quick to make sure that all my stitches are here in this row. Let's say I did 8, so I should have. I don't remember. As long as it's multiple of 8 when I get through counting, that'll work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 28, 29, 30, 31, and 32. It is a multiple of 8. So I'm going to flip this inside out and we're going to do decreases. Now, the row I ended on, if you see here, you may be able to see the increase. So this was an increase where I increased all, and this was one increase, and this was 1, 2 increase. If you can see those 2 stitches sitting there. So I ended up on a 1, 2 increase. So now I'm going to do 1, 2 decrease. When I start to decrease, you're going to decrease on how many increases you made. So I'm going to do 1, 2 decrease, then 1 decrease, and then decrease all the stitches. But I said I'm only going to do 2 rows. So I'm going to hold that up because I do a invisible decrease. So let's hold this up to the camera. Let me see if it's in the camera good. So we're gonna slip stitch and join. And if you're a beginner, you want to turn your work the right way. So we're gonna turn our work the right way. All right. So 1, 2 decrease. 1, 2. I mean that was 1. This is 2. All right. To do a invisible decrease, you're gonna go into the first part of your stitch and then into I'm at the front, yeah, the front part of your stitch and the other front part of the next stitch. So I'm gonna take that back out. You got the V's here. You're gonna go into the front loop of your stitch for the next stitch and then the front loop of the stitch that comes after that. You're gonna grab the yarn and pull it through the first loop of the stitch, one of the stitches, then the second loop, and then do your single crochet. So that was a decrease. So now I'm going to do 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet. The yarn needs to be a little bit loose. And we're going to do a decrease. So front loop decrease, front loop, front loop, front loop. Pull the yarn through both loops, yarn over, single crochet. 1, 2, front loop, front loop for the decrease. Pull the yarn through both loops. That's 1 loop. That's 2 loops. It's splitting. The yarn is splitting. Yarn over. Go through those 2 loops for your single crochet. 1, 2, decrease, front loop, pull the yarn through both, yarn over, create your single crochet. Okay, 1, 2, I'm in 1, 2, decrease, 1, 2, decrease, 1, 2, decrease, 1, 2, and I ended up like earlier when I did my increase, I ended on an increase and I'm going to end on a decrease. So I'm going to decrease these 2 stitches, front loop, pull it through, create 1 single crochet and slip stitch. Okay, so since I did 1, 2 decrease, This row will be one decrease. So we're going backwards, counting backwards. One decrease. So one decrease, hi Lucky, one decrease, one decrease, one. My yarn was caught up on something. Decrease, one decrease, one decrease, one decrease, uh-oh. I messed up somewhere. See, that's how I know I messed up because I should have had I decreased too many times somewhere, so I messed up. Let's see. Use I'm able to kind of find it. One decrease. I know I decreased there. One decrease. One. Let's see. One decrease. One decrease. One decrease. One. I'm just gonna stop right here. Decrease. One decrease. One. It look like I already found that where I messed up at. Decrease. One decrease. I can tell by how the stitches look. One. Yep. I found out where I messed up at. Decrease. Alright. And I'm not gonna go through the other one. So hopefully that'll help. Alright. So start to look something like that. And so then you'll decrease all these stitches to get it back to 8 single crochet. So that is how you decrease. Now I'm gonna do a magic ring real quick. Then I'm gonna get back to my work as much as I can before I get off live. So I'm gonna do a magic circle for y'all. And I should be throwing it over here and not on the table because I'm gonna need it out of the way once I get started back. Thanks so much for the likes. I appreciate it. I only got about 15 minutes left, y'all. That's that frog. I'm going to show you the way I learned to do the magic circle. Now I got to be very careful because when I do this, I end up with a knot. But if you do it carefully, you'll you'll end up just taking it apart. All right, you'll end up. Yeah. All right. Oh, no problem, Yorkshire. God bless you too. Thank y'all so much for the likes. Okay, so we're gonna do the magic circle real quick, and then I'm gonna, cause it's not gonna take me that long. Then I'm gonna finish up on my fin. So okay, so you wanna, this is like your ring finger. You wanna take your yarn and your thumb and go across it like this. You wanna turn your hand over and go like this. Ignore my nails, I just took nails off. Go over like this at the top of your nail. I mean at the top of your fingers, like your first knuckle. And then you want to go under, flip it back over while keeping that in that same spot. You want to make an X. So you want to take it from your knuckle area and go crisscross over the other yarn to your close to your last knuckle. Then you want to turn your hand over, rotate your hand back over, and you should have two things on your hand like this at the top, and it should be an X at the bottom. Crisscross at the bottom, two lines at the top. Then close your pinky up to it to hold it, so that you don't have to keep holding it with this hand. Okay, so you want to put your four fingers together. You're gonna go in between your middle and your pointing finger. You're going to take your crochet hook through there, and you want to go up and grab. So you're going to do that. You're going to grab this yarn. So I'm going to do that again. Go in between these two, go up and hook this one back here. And you want to pull it through your index and middle finger, twist it up. So you got to twist it up. So I'm going to show you that part again. So I pulled it through, and you're going to twist it up, and then you're going to go with the hook up, go under the the one where you made the second wrap over your hand. So I'm going to take it back and show you that again. So I got it twisted. I'm going to go under the um the second wrap, and then I'm going to hold it like this, and you're going to twist the yarn. You're going to turn the hook down, and pull it through the loop. And that's your magic circle. Now I can't redo that because it's harder for me to redo that. So now you can let the circle go, and you want to unravel this from being wrapped around here. I like to pull mine to the front and then throw it to the back after I make my single crochet. So now I'm going to wrap it around my finger, and I'm going to hold the ring and the tail yarn in my on my my last two fingers and my thumb. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to go in the circle and start grabbing my yarn to make the stitches. And that's how you do a magic circle. You already know how to do single crochet. So this is like going inside a stitch. So if I were doing like a stitch, I'm going inside a stitch. Let's say I worked up stitches. I'm going inside the stitches, grabbing my yarn over, pull through. I'm gonna show you what I meant by going in the stitches. I'm in the chain one. Okay, going in a circle is just like doing this, going in that stitch here and pulling it and doing this, going in the stitch and pulling it through. So when you go in that circle, think about doing it just as as you would doing a normal crochet. Okay. All right. So that's that instruction. I got all that fiber stuff from that wool yarn. So I'm gonna go back and finish closing off my stuff. I got 10 minutes left, y'all. All right. I got 10 minutes left, and let me go ahead and finish. It shouldn't take me that long if the stitches behave to go ahead and close this off real quick. If they don't behave, I know what to do. I don't know why this is not. I just doing it, but like I said, if the stitches behave. So what we're gonna do, because I don't think this is gonna act right here. We're gonna take this and go in there and grab that yarn and pull it through this other stitch like I wanted it to. And it's kind of loose, so I need to pull it. I really like the way that came out, but I'm gonna leave it. Whoops. See? I'm trying to tighten the stitch back up. A 25. Let me move this one out the way because just don't keep bumping it. I'm making flippers for my big turtle I'm making. Finish. This is the last flipper I have to make. Then I have to make the body part. You got a 14 millimeter? Awesome. Come on. Oh, okay. Cool. I knew it wouldn't take me that long because it took me about 5 minutes to go and finish closing it up. All right. This is the stitch that gives me the most problem. All right. And then awesome. You also crochet. You don't think it'll fit this big hoop? Well, you could crochet a bag that'll fit this big hoop. What you crocheting, Blake? All right, I'm gonna do this here. I usually go on both, but I'm just gonna go at the top, and then I'm gonna pull this right here, this little thing. Just gonna slip stitch here. Awesome, Maddie. Y'all got about 5 minutes. 5 minutes left. I don't know why my sinuses started to act up. All right, so we're just gonna slip stitch this here. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. I love me some granny squares. I love the granny square stitch. You can make a lot with granny square stitches. Backpacks, purses, skirts, everything. Okay, half double. That's awesome. I like half double too. I like using it in plushies as well because it's very close to doing a single because the stitches will be close together. All right, so I finished. These are my, I'm sorry about all the strings all over the place. These are my smaller flippers, and these are my bigger flippers. And y'all want to see the head? I'm concerned about the head, that the head is too big. So I'm gonna move these out of the way and get these yarn, get these tail ends together. I haven't cut them because I'm gonna use them to maybe for extra yarn if I need it, because this turtle is taking up a lot of yarn. So I'm gonna use it. Let me I just got yarn all over the place. So I'm following a pattern. So that's the reason why the head is this size. So don't judge me, okay? So the head is this big. This is like the head. This is what the pattern told me to work up the head to be. So in comparison with the big flipper, let me pull out the big flipper. So the big flippers are this span. Let's see if I can turn it this way. The big flippers are going to go out like this and this. So hopefully. Well, okay, I put it all together now. So that actually doesn't look too bad. I was so concerned that I was like, this head looks really huge. So this is like how it's going to be. I know the flippers are going to be further out this way. And the body should come up to be about right here. So this is the head for the body. And these are the, I got the flippers done. So I'm going to show y'all real quick. And then I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. The colors I'm going to do. Awesome, Blake. The colors I'm going to use for the body. And I'll be back here tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central till 10 p.m. Central. Oh, I'm going to be back here at 8 p.m. Central to 10 p.m. Central to do the body part. So I'm thinking about using this color. I thought I had some yellow. So I'm going to do this color, and probably, since I don't have any yellow, I thought I would have yellow. So we're gonna do these colors tomorrow for the shell. So if you want to tune back in tomorrow and watch me finish up the shell part, I'll be doing it in these colors. And I hope to see you guys back here tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central to 10. I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, not. I'm sorry, not tomorrow. Tomorrow, early part of tomorrow. Like if I don't have to go into work, I'll be back tomorrow to finish this. If not, I'll be back sometime this week because I have to finish this turtle. It's a pressing thing. So if I don't finish this, if I go into work tomorrow, I'll come in early morning around 10 or 10:30. Um, I'm sorry, Blake. No, you can't have my number. You can chat with me through the community. I got a community space here on YouTube, and you can chat with me that way. But I'll be here around 10 or 10:30, sometime this week to finish this shell because I gotta get it done. All right, thank y'all so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you guys back here sometime later on this week to finish this shell. Y'all have a good rest of your night. Thanks for tuning in.